How's it going, everybody? This is Brian Funk. I'm a musician, producer, Ableton certified trainer, host of the Music Production Podcast, and I want to show you the best way to automate volume in Ableton Live. I've got a session here with my band, Some Good Evil. The song's called Being With You, and I'm going to look at the vocal parts. And the most obvious way to automate volume would be to turn on our automation with this little button here, or using the A key on the computer keyboard. And then we'll go to our volume, and we'll just start doing some adjustments. Now we got this little section here, and you can see this is very quiet, so I might want to raise this up a little bit here. Get that. Then we'll come down, say a little for that one. You know, imagine like you were just trying to ride the vocal and make it sound nice and fresh. Maybe we'll bring this last one up, because we're going to have like a drum fill. And then for the chorus, we want a big hit. Love be with you. Maybe we'll bring it down for this line, back up. Cool. So let's pretend that's what I wanted to do with my vocal automation. But I'm listening to my mix and I say, you know what? The vocals just need to be a little bit louder, or they need to be a little bit quieter. So I go for my volume fader and it overrides all my automation. So what do we do? I don't know. Just kidding. We're going to use a utility instead. We can go inside of Live's audio effects and grab the utility device. And I'm going to put this on my vocals. And now we've got the utility, and we can use the gain control. So now the gain allows me to just add gain, so I can do my automation, right? Whatever I want to do. And as I play it back, if I want to hear more volume, I can actually use the fader again. And I'm getting all my automation on this gain control. Now, there's a little problem with this, though. This control goes all the way to negative infinity, all the way up to 35. So look at this. This is a lot of range. So to make these subtle movements that I might want to do here, my automation is going to look like really small, right? Like that's over 2 decibels right there, and it's almost nothing. Sure, I could expand my screen and I have more room to look, but I've got something better, and it's a free download for you if you want. I built an audio effect rack, and I'll show you how I did it. Essentially, I just group this to an audio effect rack, show the macros, and I'm going to just map this to macro 1. And that's all I need. So I'm just going to take away these other guys, and I'm going to go into mapping here, and I'm going to change the range. So maybe I just want it from 0 to 5. Now, if I want to do a 1 decibel movement, I got a lot more room to do. So this right here, this giant jump is only 3.54, which is really handy. So I've created this audio effect rack for you right here. It's called the BF Volume Rider, and I've got it here. And this is the knob, and this is the control I did. And you can see on the vocals, I'm riding various parts where I want a little more energy, right? So, for instance, when this build comes in, you can see I'm singing much louder, and there's also all these background vocals in there too. So if there's too much going on, it's going to be too loud. So I dropped this down by less than a decibel, and it's a lot of room to move around with. So we can watch here that the control changes. Give me volume where I want, and it's going to go back down because I want a little quiet. There's all those background vocals. Then it's solo vocal, let that be louder, and we can do that throughout. So I've done this in various parts of my song. I love this technique. I use it for guitars. When I want a little more energy in the chorus, I just use this control right here, turn things up a little bit, and I get a little extra guitars on all my guitars. They come up. And it's just so easy to make these subtle changes because I have all of this room. So you can download this for free on my website. I've also got another version that I'm going to give you too that also goes into the negative. So this one is like a plus and minus, and it starts out at 0, and I can go down -5 and up +5. I made both because normally when I'm doing this, I'm just trying to pull out a little level in like softer vocals. So I'd like just being able to go up and having a lot more room to work with. This is great for making these subtle changes in your mix. And that's what it's all about, subtle things. When you have 20 tracks, 40 tracks together, and a lot of these little subtle things start adding up, that's what makes your mix have impact. So we want just these little movements. So this device has been a lifesaver for me. Really helps speed up the process in mixing this record. And I want to share it with you. So I think that's the best way to automate volume in Ableton Live. You don't want to lose control over the fader. It's better to either use the utility or use something like this that just gives you a much more restricted range. Thanks a lot for watching. You can get this at my site, brianfunk.com. If you like this, check out, I got all kinds of stuff, over 200 free Ableton Live packs for you. You can listen to the Music Production Podcast, which is a conversation-style show about all things making music. It's a lot of fun. I've learned so much from all the guests I've gotten to speak to, and I think you might enjoy it if you're watching this channel. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.